You're cruising at 35,000 feet. You glance at the airplane window and notice it, that tiny hole at the bottom of the glass. Ever wondered why it's there? Is the window broken? Is it leaking air? Should you be worried? Today we're breaking it down, and trust me, it's there for a reason, and it just might be saving your life. Let's start with how airplane windows are built. Unlike your home windows, airplane windows are made of 3 layers. The inner pane, the one closest to you. The middle pane, this is the one with the tiny hole. And the outer pane, which faces the outside world and handles the pressure. These aren't just glass, they're made from strong, transparent plastic called acrylic or polycarbonate, built to survive intense pressure differences. Here's where it gets interesting. At cruising altitude, the air outside is extremely thin. Pressure is way lower than inside the cabin. To keep passengers comfortable and alive, the cabin is pressurized. It's like creating an artificial atmosphere inside the plane. So there's a constant battle, high pressure inside versus low pressure outside. And this pressure pushes against the airplane's walls, including the windows. This is where the tiny hole, called a bleed hole or breather hole, plays a life-saving role. It does 2 main things. 1, it allows air pressure to balance between the cabin and the air gap between the panes. That means the outer pane takes all the pressure, while the middle and inner panes act as backup. 2, it helps prevent fog or frost from forming between the window layers. Kind of like that tiny hole is the airplane's way of breathing, preventing condensation in the cold skies. So no, it's not broken, it's engineered smartly. And here's the cool part. If the outer pane ever fails, the middle pane takes over. So the tiny hole isn't just for fog control. It's also part of the emergency backup system. It's how airplane windows manage extreme pressure changes without shattering. Fun fact, even though the tiny hole allows air to pass between the inner layers, it doesn't leak cabin air outside. Why? Because it only equalizes pressure between the 2 inner panes, and the outer pane seals the system. Also, next time you notice scratches or cloudiness on the window, don't worry, that's usually just on the scratch pane, a protective layer that guards the real structure beneath. So the next time you're flying and spot that little hole, you'll know it's not a flaw. It's a quiet guardian of pressure balance, safety and visibility. A tiny design detail with a huge purpose. If you love learning how everyday things work, hit that like button and subscribe to Easy Breakdowns. We've got more bite-sized brain snacks coming your way.